Hello guys, this is me, Steven. Welcome to the channel, and today we're reacting to more AA9 skills Champions League quarterfinal predictions. Now this is obviously prediction before the first leg happened 4 weeks ago. And so obviously the first leg happened and it's Barcelona 3-2 PSG, Arsenal 2-2 Bayern, Man City, Real Madrid 3-3. Should be one more. Did I already say Dortmund and Atletico Madrid 2-1 in favor of Atletico Madrid. So that's the first leg scores. So let's see what this dude had to say regarding before the first leg even happened.
Champions League and the Europa League draw is officially out. We know who's playing who's going up against who, and this is going to be an amazing knockout stage for the Champions League and the Europa League. I know a lot of people don't care about the Europa League, but there's some juicy games. Now let's talk about it. Let's get into it. First of all, I got to say,
I had it for 2 years before this one, so that was cool.
Hey, yo, lads, listen here. I was 7 for 8 in the last round. 7 for 8. The only game I got wrong was FC Porto versus Arsenal. I said there would be an upset in that game, and I was wrong by a penalty shootout. Okay, so realistically, yes, it still means I'm wrong. You know what I mean? But it was very, very close to being right. It went all the way to penalties. That's wild. Anyways, I'm not saying I'm some football guru. I probably got lucky. But at the end of the day, I guess the last draw was kind of easy to predict. There was a lot of easy games in there. With that being said, this round is not easy in any way, shape, or form. We are going to start off with the Champions League, and we're going to discuss every single game, and I'm going to show you guys who I think goes through and who doesn't go through, and we even got a nice little bracket so y'all can see it happening in front of your face. Hey, man, that's some fire. Anyways, listen. The first game we have is going to be Atletico Madrid versus Dortmund. Yes. Now, Atletico Madrid versus Dortmund is a very...
Remember, the first leg happened already, so it's 2-1 in favor of Dortmund. So I think next week, or next Tuesday or next Wednesday, I don't remember when they played. But they play at Dortmund in the second leg. So Dortmund have to win against Atletico to pass.
Very interesting game, and you can never count out Atletico Madrid. I want to say this very, very carefully. Atletico Madrid just put out one of the best teams in Europe, in my opinion.
Personally, I did not think Atletico Madrid would pass Inter Milan. I didn't expect that. So, I mean, the game ended in penalties, and Atletico Madrid won the game. So, kudos to them.
I don't care what nobody says. I know a lot of people are going to make fun of me. Inter Milan is a very strong, tough team to beat. Y'all can say whatever you want. This team went all the way to the Champions League final last year. They are a strong team. They were good in the group stages. They are a very good defensive and well-organized team. And Atletico Madrid was able to put them out. So, in my opinion, Atletico Madrid already is the favorite for this Dortmund versus Atletico Madrid game. Now, in my opinion, the way this is going to go down is if Atletico Madrid doesn't get a result in Spain, I don't know which game is first. If they go to Germany to settle it, they're out. They got to put this leg away at home, in my opinion. I don't know if it's the first game or the second game, but they got to deal with the German side in Spain because that Dortmund atmosphere is wild. It is crazy. It is a great stadium to watch. It's a great stadium to, if you're a neutral, to watch football in. But in my opinion, it's a very, very, very tough game. And if Atleti want to go through, they got to do it in Spain. So, with that being said, I am going to pick Atletico Madrid to go through. For the first game, I'm going to go Atletico Madrid over Dortmund in a very, 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 very tough game. But I think Atletico and Simeone will get through to the semifinals where we haven't seen them there for a while, right? Am I tripping? I feel like the last time we seen them in the semifinals was when... Remember that year that Ramos scored that late header? Was that the year? The last time? Maybe not. I'm tripping. I might be tripping, bro. My memory's all messed up. Anyways, we move on to the next juicy game. PSG versus Barcelona.
Barcelona won 3-2 to Paris and Paris Saint-Germain. They play this Tuesday at the Estadio Olympic Montjuic. I think it's the name of Barcelona's temporary stadium. So, yeah. Remember, Barcelona only need a draw or a win to go through. PSG need to win that flat out. If they tie, they're out. If they lose, they're out, obviously. So PSG have to win at Barca's ground.
Mbappe versus.
Will they do it? No. They'll probably tie at the most. They won't lose, but they most tie.
Barcelona, which could be something we talk about for the next 7 years, right? Because it's supposedly Mbappe is going to Real Madrid to play Barcelona. So at the end of the day, this is going to be a juicy knockout stage, a very juicy knockout stage. I am in a place where I have always said to you guys that I am Xavi in at Barca. I am a little bit nervous that Mbappe single-handedly knocks out Barcelona. I'm going to be honest with y'all, lads. I am...
No. It didn't happen the first leg, so I don't know how he'll do it in the second leg. Because we have fresh Arugu and we have fresh Kubarsi. And Kubarsi was excellent against Mbappe. Excellent.
Scared. I never, ever, 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 ever really back PSG. If you watch my content, I never backed this team. I'm always like, listen, even when Messi and everybody was there. But I'm going to tell y'all something. With Luis Enrique there, I don't know, man. There's something about PSG with Luis Enrique, but there's also something about Barcelona that this is a really must-win game, and I think Xavi wants to leave in a great way. But I also think Mbappe wants to leave his French team in a great way as well. Who do you trust more, Xavi or Mbappe?
Xavi.
And I can't believe I'm doing this, but for like one of the first time ever, I'm going to pick PSG. And I know people are going to go absolutely crazy at me, and I want to apologize from the bottom of my heart. But the thing that is a little bit like that gets me is Mbappe right now, in my opinion, is the best player in the world. And the only reason more people aren't saying that is because he plays for PSG. If he was doing this at Barcelona or at Real Madrid, what he's doing for PSG and what he's been doing over the last few years, we would be comparing him with the greats, right? But because he's at PSG, we don't do that. But I'm trying to think to myself, as vulnerable as Barcelona's defense has been this year, how are they going to stop Mbappe? How are you going to stop Mbappe? And not only that, Dembele, a player that used to play there, a player that left.
If you saw the first leg highlights, Dembele scored against Barcelona and they celebrated like he didn't give a flying about Barca. Even though they gave him time and patience with his injuries and his form. Like, we really, like, I felt offended when he scored. Not when he scored, but when he celebrated against us. I'm like, why? You really have no, you have no remorse. You have no forgiveness. Like, he does not forgive us at all. Which is sad, because we tried to give him a second chance, and we were patient with him. But, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really decide to celebrate like that against us when he scored the goal.
You guys, I am a little bit nervous for Barcelona for those two reasons. One, Mbappe could be going to Real Madrid to play against this Barcelona team, trying to prove himself, and then you got Dembele, who just left them and wants to like prove himself. So it's a little bit scary. I think it's going to be Atleti versus PSG in the semifinals. Barca fans, I love you guys. Please don't get mad at me. I don't know. I just a feeling I have. Next game, we have Arsenal versus Bayern.
This game ended 2-2, first leg at Arsenal, and the second game is going to be at Bayern Stadium, which I can't, Alliance Arena, I think so. Bayern will win. I think Bayern will win against Arsenal at their home, and they'll progress.
This game is very...
Hurricane goal decided. That's my prediction.
Very, 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 very juicy. Oh man, this is so hard. Bayern's had an up and down season. Yeah. Arsenal has had a pretty, comfortable season. They're doing well in the Premier League. They struggled pretty hard against Porto. And I just don't know if that young team is ready for Champions League yet. So I am going to make a quick decision here and tell you why. I'm picking Bayern over Arsenal. It's not that I don't trust Saka. It's not that I don't trust the boys at Arsenal. It's that I think when it comes to Champions League experience, I think Bayern might have a bit more. And not only that, lads, I think Harry Kane plays pretty well against English teams, and he knows English teams well, and he's playing in a London game, as we know, and he used to play for Spurs, and he knows this Arsenal team very well. And I think with the right people passing him the ball, I think Harry Kane might have a good day against Arsenal. So I'm going to pick Bayern to go through, simply because I think Harry Kane might have a really good 2 legs and see Arsenal out. And Arsenal has a lot going on in the Premier League, a lot of really tough games going on there. So I think all that can impact this. Where we fall to Real Madrid versus Man City, probably
Madrid, Man City at Bernabeu and the 3-3. And then the second leg will be played at Etihad in England. So personally, I think Man City will eliminate Real Madrid. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a pretty high-stakes match. Yeah, I'm calling there's going to be some red cards and some fights, obviously. But I think Man City will pass Real Madrid. It'll be very close, by like a goal or 2. But yeah, Man City will be in the semifinals.
The game of the round, if I'm being honest with you. My question is this: can Man City knock out Madrid 2 years in a row?
Yes.
No. My answer's no. I don't see Madrid getting knocked out by the same team 2 years in a row. I don't see it. Am I wrong for that? Yes. Probably.
Yeah,
Am I stupid for that? Probably.
Maybe.
But I don't see it. Jude Bellingham, here's the problem. Jude Bellingham and a couple other players, if they get a yellow card, they're in a lot of trouble. They can't play. So it's going to be a tough game. Trust me when I say that. But Man City's had such an up and down season too. Like they were bad a little bit, then they got good. They always start cooking around this time, which is scary. But ladies and gentlemen, I am going to pick Real Madrid. And my reason for you is this.
No, Man City.
I don't see City knocking out Madrid 2 years in a row.
I see.
I just don't see any team really knocking out Madrid, the same team 2 years in a row. If it was Bayern or a different team, Barca, somebody else, I would be like different. But I just don't see Madrid and these players going out to City again. I don't know. I just don't see it. So my semifinals are going to be PSG versus Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid versus Bayern.
50% correct. 50% right. There's going to be Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. City against Bayern. That's my semifinals.
Let's say one thing before y'all L me, and before y'all L me, I just want to say one thing. If Barcelona pass PSG, I'm going to pull this up one more time. If Barcelona pass PSG, they're going to the final. Whoever wins this game is going to the final. I truly believe that. This game is sending a team to the final. That's what I...
Yeah. If Barcelona win, if Barcelona go through PSG, they're going to the final.
I believe. I don't know if y'all think I'm stupid for that, but I truly believe that one of the finalists is right here. And if Barcelona gets by PSG, I think they will be here. Yeah. So Barca fans.
Well, Barca won and they're in the final. 50-50 because it's Man City and Real Madrid. I said Man City will qualify. They here said Real Madrid will qualify. And Man City qualify. It'll be Xavi versus Pep. Pep will help the leverage over Xavi.
Hear me out. Get through this game, you're going here. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. And
hopefully I'm wrong too. Xavi can beat Pep. That's going to be kind of cool.
And I also think the winner of the Champions League is coming out of this.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. That Madrid Man City game will decide the Champions League champions.
Versus Madrid.
I hope Barcelona can win the final if it's Barcelona Man City or Barcelona Madrid, but most likely Barcelona City.
I don't know. It's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I think if City gets by Madrid, they're winning. If Madrid get by City, they're winning. I think the winner of the Champions League is in that game, and I think the finalist in the final is in this game right here. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Barca fans, Xavi fans. Hopefully y'all do it, because if you do it, I think you're in the final. It's no disrespect to Dortmund or Atletico Madrid. I just think that PSG and Barca can win that game. So it is a huge, huge game for PSG and Barca. I think they both look at it that way. Now, before we end this, we got to talk about the Europa League.
And I'm going to end it right there, because we're going to talk about Europa League predictions, and I'm going to be playing about it. So semifinal for me will be Bayern. Semifinal for me will be Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, and Bayern against City. And then the finals will be Barcelona and Man City. That's my predictions for the next rounds. Do I think Barcelona can win La Sexta? That depends who's in the final and the others of the bracket. Because you got Man City and Madrid. Like you said, Man City might be going all the way. Or no, who said Real Madrid's going to go all the way? Which I don't think so. I think Man City. So yeah. So, I mean, if it's Barca Man City, that's going to be Xavi versus Pep. Who doesn't want that? Like, two La Masia graduates from Barcelona facing off against one another in the Champions League final. Like, who would have thought? Like, that was dream of the final for Barcelona fans. So yeah, that was my reaction to more AA9 skills predictions for the Champions League quarterfinals. I might have a predictions video for myself to see what I think about the next round. So yeah. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Hope you see you in the next one. Bye bye.